Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, and today I have got a really exciting review to bring to you. I am reviewing these two bottles from Distillery 291 right here in Colorado, which you're not in Colorado, but I am, and that's where I'm filming this video. And I will go ahead and preface this video right off the bat that Distillery 291 did give me these bottles to review. Didn't pay for them, but I'm going to give an honest opinion here, and that's what I always like to do. When it comes to whiskey tasting and reviewing things, I do my best. No, I do give my complete honest opinion because I want you to know what you're putting your money into. And if it's worth it to me, maybe it's worth it to you. So let's dive in here. I'm going to start with the bottle over here on the right. On the right, I have 291 small batch Colorado bourbon whiskey finished with Aspen wood staves. This one comes in at 100 proof and it is great. I really enjoy this. Actually, both of these are really, really good. I do recommend them, but if you're here for a traditional whiskey, you're not going to get that with 291. It is like completely different than anything I've ever tried. It's super unique. It has a very unique flavor profile and it's exciting to me. The flavor is just so different that's what gives it so much value to me. I really enjoy it because I don't know anything else on the market like this, at least that I've tried. So let's dive in with this first one right here. I love the dark amber color of these. And before I even take a drink of this, these bottles are really cool. Like, I love the designs. I know, like, they're just so beautiful. They've got, I don't know, they just look cool and rustic and rugged and it's fun. It's fun. So let's dive in here. On the nose right away, you're going to know that you're drinking something different. You get these like pine and aspen not finished, but like aspen staves, which is finished in aspen staves, but it definitely smells like that. And it smells a little bit malty, but to me, what I get most out of it is pine and vanilla, creamy vanilla pine. I actually feel like when I'm drinking or like when I'm smelling this, that I'm standing under an aspen tree and I've just taken a knife and I sliced it sideways and it peeled back and I can get that fresh aspen, but also some molasses in there. Let's go ahead and take a drink of this. It's not hot. It doesn't burn the nose hairs. It's sweet going in. Sweet on the back end, warm. It's very waxy. I get this very waxy film on my tongue from it. So that's it's different. It's definitely different. I'm going to take another swig. Yeah, it's something different and unique, but it's not bad. And when I say different, I don't mean different bad. Like, a lot of people here are different and they're like, oh, you're just saying different because you don't want to say bad. But that's not the case here. This is just different. And it's a good different. And it's not like anything I know of that I've tried. So I really like it. I do get some of those same notes of like the aspen, the staves, but like the aspen staves. Also, like I said, a little bit of the vanilla, a little bit of molasses, and then a hint of like a citrus punch right in there. And it's nice. It's really nice. It doesn't dry out. It's not really bitter. I also get something strange to me, but I get a little bit of this persimmon. A persimmon flavor reminds me of when I was a kid and I was at a persimmon tree. I've probably told this story before, but when I was a kid, there were these persimmons and we'd cut them open. And if there was a spoon on one side, it means you were going to have a long winter. Or if there was a fork, it means you were going to have like a not bad winter. So I don't know what that means, but it does taste, I get a little bit of that persimmon on this. Really enjoyable though. One more sip down the hatch. Yeah, it's just really nice overall. I had to take a weird pause there. That was a really weird pause, but I was just like enjoying the full flavor of this. It's very bold. It's bright. It's just it's just different, but good. It's really good. That's why I'm going to actually go ahead. I originally thought that I might give this a 2.5 just because the finish is a little funky to me. It's just super waxy, but it's just so unique that outweighs it. Like the nose and the palate, they come together and it's just like something I've never tried before, and I can really appreciate that, especially out of a craft whiskey. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this 3 corks out of 5. It's great. I really enjoy it. I would recommend it. Ah, so good. So good. Burp, burp, so good. Burp, burp. I got a you. Do, 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 do. 291. Okay, that was a new song. I don't know where that came from. It might be sleep deprivation, but that was really good. All right, so let's move on to this second bottle over here. This one is, let's rate it. This is the 291 barrel proof single barrel Colorado whiskey. It's a rye. It's Aspen Stave finish, and it is at 131 proof. All these bottles, they have tons of awards on them, which rightfully so. It's awesome. So again, great looking bottles, cool designs on the labels, rustic and rugged, and I love it. I love it. All right, let's dive into this little sucker over here, this 131 proofer. That's right up my alley. I like it. You guys know I like the higher proofs. Let's dive into this one. Wow. This one's even sweeter on the nose. It does not burn the nose hairs at all. Oh, it's creamy and get some of that molasses. And yes, creaminess, vanilla, and some pine cones. Oh, it kind of just smells like you're standing in a forest, and it's a little bit spicy, but like a really nice, balanced spicy. It kind of reminds me of Christmas almost, but not in a bad way. Oh, that's so nice. And at 131 proof, sometimes my nose hairs start to tingle. Not on this little guy. All right, let's take a swig. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so darn good. Right up front, you get that similar sweetness that you get out of this one. It's a sweet, the vanilla, the molasses, and then pow! Out of nowhere, it just explodes into this spicy deliciousness. It's warm, it's oily, that smidge waxy, not quite as much as the one on the right, but oh, it's so delicious. And look at that. Okay, you can't see this very good, but it's such a dark, rich color, like a very dark amber color, and it just looks beautiful in the glass. Ah, I gotta take another swig of that because that is delicious. Oh yeah, that spiciness, but sweet. It's like a perfect balance of sweet and spiciness, and it hits the tongue, and it actually tingles like that effervescence that I like. I've heard people talk about effervescence in their whiskey. I'm probably still not saying that word right, but it's that tingly feeling that you get on your tongue and the roof of your mouth. And I get that when I drink some spicy things. So this one is a little bit spicy. It does have sweet to it, but oh, it's so good. It's super, super delicious. So if you don't like spicy whiskey, like something with like an extra heavy spice to it, might not be for you, but for me, it's just hitting like so good. It's so good. So I'm going to also go ahead and give this one 3 corks out of 5. Super delicious. It's great. It's so unique, right? I'm not getting this from anywhere else. I love it. It's so good. I got to take another swig. So like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're looking for like a traditional whiskey, traditional rye, traditional bourbon, these are so different. They're very unique, and they're probably gonna like take some getting used to for you, maybe. For me, I liked them right off the bat because of the uniqueness. Like I said, you cannot find this this flavor. For me, I've never tried this anywhere else. I've never tasted it, and I love it. So it's really enjoyable. They've done a great job. I really like these. Even though they were given to me, I would highly recommend them. So if you're in Colorado, you can get one. You can order them online. If you're out of state, if your state allows that, highly recommend these bottles. They're great. And they also have, so like Marianne Eaves has created a 291 blend, and it's called Eaves. It's also super good. I got to try it. It's, so off the chain. So they're doing some great stuff at 291. I'm excited because it's coming from Colorado, and a lot of Colorados have been hit or miss with me, and these are a hit for sure. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back with so much more of The Average Drinker. See you next time.